Hello, Cancer. This is Grand Madam with your reading for January 20th. The music in the background is healing music that you can find on YouTube. I apologize for not getting back to you. Uh, Within the last few days, after I finished doing Aries and Taurus the other day, something hit me. Could have been psychic attack, could have been the part of the ascension process. But I was overwhelmed. By the time I completed Gemini, all I could do was just lay down. And it's been like that for the last couple of days until today. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Energy starting all over. Then again, it could also be the smoke from the incense. But whatever it is, we are going to get into your reading for today or for the month. And I will be using my favorite cards for you, the Moonology deck. Now, while I was in meditation, I came upon some keywords. It seems that your whole energy, the energy around you and coming out of you today is about self-mastery. Now, I am a life coach. That is what I teach. I will be putting up some videos regarding that, but under the name of Carol Smith Ray and not Grand Madam, okay? The keywords for you, they're key phrases, really. Now, listen carefully. Have faith in yourself. Find calm within yourself. Joy is within yourself, and self-mastery. So let's see what this reading is going to be about today. So I've called in my spiritual crew to help us and protect us through these readings. Holy Spirit, I got us all there is. What is the message for Cancer for the month of January 2020? Oh, all right. They're going into February too. January and February 2020. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, from all of us. Now, keep in mind, this energy is fluid. It goes both ways. It could be for Cancer. I read specifically or from the perspective of Cancer, but this energy could be picked up about anyone around you, Cancer, your love interest, your children, your family, people who are around, your coworkers even, people who are around you daily. Let me push this up a bit so you can see my face. So what is the message for Cancer? I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, and then we are going to go into them for clarification with the Rider-Waite's or whatever Spirit moves me. Void of course, Moon, Cancer. Nothing will come of this. Full moon in Capricorn, and we are in the season of Capricorn. Capricorn is the energy of building. And it says here, the end of the cycle approaches. And the new moon in Sagittarius says luck is on your side. Yeah, we are definitely going to clarify that. I'm pulling in the Rider-Waite's to find out what's going on here for Cancer. I can leave that there. Leave that right there. So, nothing will come of this. We are going to clarify that right now for Cancer. Let's clarify. Nothing will come of this. This reading is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Venus in Cancer. And the ascendants, for all of you who have your ascendants in Cancer. You can find this information out in your natal chart. You will need, of course, your name and birth date, but you also will need to know where you were born and the time you were born. Check your birth certificates. What's going on with this card? Nothing will come of this. Nothing will come of this. I'm hearing lawsuit for some of you. What is this about? For others of you, it is a love situation, third-party situation. Okay, one more? No more? What do you want me to do, Spirit? Keep shuffling? Spirit says keep shuffling, Cancer. So I have to keep shuffling. Nothing will come of this situation. 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 Okay, Spirit said that's it. Which one? Which pile? Second. Okay. The first card I pick up is the Six of Wands or the Six of Rods. This is the card of attention, recognition, support, being in the public eye, also being the one everyone has their eye on. Let's see what this is about. Qualify. Clarify. Six of Rods, Six of Wands. Nothing will come of this. And the Six of Wands. Now, Cancer. Some of you may be public figures caught up in a questionable situation in the eyes of the public. Nothing will come of this. So take a few deep breaths and ride it through. Clarify. Nothing will come of this, and Six of Wands. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm going to do that one more time. I've heard of cards flying around, but those bent backwards. I'm like, what does that mean? Second pile? Okay. Ace of Wands reversed. Ace of Wands reversed is something fell through. This is a failure. The rod or the wand is also a male phallus. This could also represent erectile dysfunction. It can also represent the end of a sexual affair. It can also represent the failure of launching a new creative project, loss of passion, loss of creativity. And it goes hand in hand with this. Nothing will come of this. And unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately for some and unfortunately for others, whatever, some of you are on the spot publicly, nothing will come of this. I'm sorry if this was a failed effort. I'm happy for you if someone has launched some attack against you, because nothing will come of this. And publicly, it will be, well, when I say publicly, for some of you, it will be on the news, TMZ, media takeout, gossip. For others, it's your community, your coworkers, your family, your friends. So whatever plan that has been launched against you, nothing will come of it. Because this was launched against you for public disgrace. All right, let's move right on to the next one. The end of a tough cycle approaches, and this is part of the tough cycle approaching. You're almost there, Cancer, so just hang in there. Breathe. Breathe, my loves. Through the nose. because the anxiety, I tried to pick up the cards this morning, do your cards, and I got hit with that anxiety again. But this was different than Virgo's anxiety. This I could contain quickly, which is another reason I have the healing music on. No, whatever is going on with you, they're not going to attack me and not be blocked, reprised for it. No. And that's interesting because reading tarot cards, I never experienced being attacked for reading someone's cards. But I guess when you expand, stuff comes at you. Well, I sent that shit back. That's been canceled. So, what is this tough cycle that's coming to an end about for Cancer? Clarify the end of a tough cycle approaching. Clarify the end of a tough cycle approaching. Clarify the end of a tough cycle approaching. All right. Spirit says this is it. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. The end of a tough cycle. My card. Whoa! My cards are upside down. Yes, that makes a difference. The end of a tough cycle with the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a very smooth talking charmer, also a teacher, a professor, a wise person. No, the Spirit says, who doesn't always act too wise, but they have that gift. They know how to draw people in to them and their schemes. Clarify, King of Wands, and that can be male or female because energy knows no gender. It's just that the male, well, in this case, usually the energy of the male court cards is more dominant, more go-getter, and the females are more receptive. They receive. But with this king, this is the king that can sit back on his throne and draw anything he wants to him. He doesn't have to get up. He doesn't have to go for it. But he will. He doesn't have to, but he will. If it's something he gets his eyes set on, ooh, he can consider it done. Okay? Clarify, King of Wands. The end of the cycle approaches with the King of Wands. What is this about, Spirit? For Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Venus. Yes, we're not going to. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, Ascendant. One more after this, so this is it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, thank you. Excuse me. The war is over. Well, the war is almost over. Here is the Nine of Wands. This is the picture of the wounded warrior. Now, with this, you see the gentleman with the tourniquet on his head. This could be male or female. This person has been in a battle, and it's been in a battle with fire energy. And this person has been wounded. But this person is standing on their own 2 feet, holding on to this ninth wand. This is the rest before returning back into the fray, back into the war. Evidently, Cancer, some of you are in battle with the King of Wands. Now, this battle may be, we'll see. We'll see. What is this battle about, Spirit? What is this war about? Or very easily, the King of Wands could be the one who's battle war and ready to go back into the fray. We'll see that too. Here's the Nine of Cups. We have two nines here. There are 9, 9. That's the number of completion. Cycle completed, which goes back to nothing coming of this because it's done, or rather, the end of a cycle approaching because it's done. 9 of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is the card of the independent one. This is the person of the woman in the garden with her little bird on her hand. Is there a hand? Yeah, on her, the little falcon. Oh, it's a peregrine too. This is a lady of luxury. This is a lady who has her own pentacles. When you can do falconing, you're usually out on an estate. You have gardens because you're going to need somewhere to do the falconing. Falconing is the training and breeding of falcons. You can't do that in the city. You're way out in the country doing that. So you have your country estate. This is a person of independence and wealth. And evidently, Cancer, this King of Wands was battling a person of wealth. And it's interesting that whatever was attempted to be created publicly with this person of wealth, it fell through. It did not work. It just did not work. I'm curious. Clarify 9 of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify 9 of Pentacles. Clarify 9 of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what's going on with the 9 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is the image of a merchant holding the world in one hand and the staff in the other. This is someone who's looking ahead, looking into the future, looking into their next endeavor. So there was a failure, but now they're a total failure. But now they're looking on to something new. So Cancer, you may have experienced a total failure with a wealthy person, someone who enjoys living in the lap of luxury, but like you're done with that. And you're moving on to some new direction. So we're going to move right on to luck is on your side. Let's see what this new luck is. And then I'm going to do a summary reading using the Rider-Waite for you, okay? Clarify. Luck is on your side for Cancer. Clarify. Luck is on your side for Cancer. Clarify. That's it. Spirit says that's it. Oh, okay. Luck is on your side. Luck is on your side, and here comes a new offer to you, Cancer. The Knight of Cups offers love, an invitation, and it seems to be a big opportunity. It does not have to be limited to romantic relationship. This could be something that you really want. So check it out because this falls under the luck is on your side card. Clarify Knight of Cups. And then we're going to move on to the next thing here. Let's clarify this Knight of Cups. So we can get a little deep into Cancer here, a little deeper. Oh my goodness. Clarify Knight of Cups, please. Clarify Knight of Cups. I hear your spirit. Knight of Cups is clarified. Knight of Cups. Ooh, my card's upside down? No. Now this is interesting. The Knight of Cups is clarified by the Death card reversed. The Death card reversed means there is transformation has stopped, change has stopped. So something has come to a screeching halt here. There's some opportunity that's going to block something. I can't tell you if it's good or bad or not, but it very easily could be, again, a part of this. Now, let me say this. Hold on. Hold on to that thought. No, say it. Spirit, you want me to say it? Cancer. Rejection is protection. Keep that thought. We're going to clarify this death. Rejection is protection. So don't get your feelings all up in something that fell through, because we'll see what happens. Rejection is protection, Cancer. Clarify. Death card reversed. So something went down. Something got messed up, but it's not completely, it's not a total loss. Your loss is not total. There's still some opportunity left there for you. Luck is on your side, remember. Clarify. Death card reverse. Here, please. Clarify. Death card reverse. I feel it in my hands. Now, the moon, Pisces energy. Something was going on behind the scenes you knew nothing about, Cancer. It's coming out now. It's coming out. But that's why the situation did not work with this person. It was something you didn't know. And usually when we get into relationships, business, with business partners, uh, and not even that, sometimes just with our friends, we're trying to pull things together, and you keep hitting that brick wall, keep hitting that brick wall, keep hitting that brick wall. Every time you take a step, this project doesn't work, or this task falls through. It's an opposing force involved, and that opposing force is right there with you, and we never know. We just can't see it. Some of us are intuitive enough to feel it. Some of us are smart enough to hear it. Most of us don't want to believe it until something big really happens. And then not only are we publicly humiliated, we feel like fools. But that's a life lesson. That's all that it easy for me to say that's just a life lesson. No, that is just one life lesson. But for some of us, you might be in a series in that accelerated life course where there's a multiple of life lessons in this one situation. Spend some time with yourself and write down what you have learned. Now, Cancer, what I'm going to do a Celtic spread for you, an extended Celtic spread, and wrap it up. What's going on with Cancer? Now, what's going on with Cancer right now? Give me the best messages and advice. What's going on with Cancer? What's going on with Cancer? Yes. What does Cancer need to know now for Cancer's clarity? What does Cancer need to know now for Cancer's clarity? What does Cancer need to know now for clarity? Thank you, Spirit. Overall energy is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the director, the manager, the judge. King of Swords, this is an air sign card. Someone is operating out of air. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But you don't have to be. You just have to be operating out of this energy. So I should say has the energy of a Libra or an Aquarius or a Gemini. This person, male or female, because energy knows no gender, is coming at you either with the truth or for the truth and accepting nothing but the truth. This very well could be your energy, Cancer. Right now, this looks like a happy situation structure. It also could be a celebration. This could be a baby shower, or wedding reception or wedding ceremony. We also, let's see, and what's crossing that? Oh, the Two of Cups, the Union card, the Cup of Love. So it looks like somebody's getting married at the courthouse. Here's the Ace of Cups. It's all about love, and that's very, very good. But it's also about self-love too. And here's the King of Cups. This gentleman has the emotional maturity of an older man, but he does not show it. This is the Still Waters Run Deep card. His emotions are very deep, they're very intense, but he only sticks his toe into the water of emotion. Water symbolizes emotion. This is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or someone with a moon in Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This is a sensitive individual. And I felt male energy. Okay. And here, what's crowning you, Cancer, is a 10 of Pentacles. This is the family estate. This is it. This is the big one. This is the big money, the big love, the family, the children. This is Cancer. This is what Cancer wants. Okay. Coming up in your present is the Eight of Cups, and there's the moon up top. You have walked away from the sneaky, shady shenanigans, and all you want right now is what you want. You're not worried about what somebody else wants. You're walking away from the shadows. You're walking away from the secrets. You're walking away from the BS. Now, that does not mean you're walking away from a person. It means you're walking away from whatever went down that you found out about or whatever failed. You're walking away from the emotions of the failure, the hurt, okay? And now we have the Lover's card. The Lover's card connotes a choice has to be made, a life choice. And with these first three cards here, with the King of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Lover's card, will you marry me or will you won't? Gemini energy. Undecided, are you, Cancer? Two of Swords means I'm guarded. I don't know what I'm doing. Stay back. Four of Pentacles. You're holding on out of fear, Cancer. If you love something, you've got to let it go. If you want to make more money, you have to release it to a positive investment, not what you've been throwing your money away on. Okay? That's where the problem came in. And here we have the Knight of Swords coming in, dashing, aggressive energy. Boy, does he have a message. Holy shit, look at this. Now, Cancer, how in the hell? Okay, the Tower. Boom. Towers come up when someone's been living in La La Land too long. And now the universe steps in and has to break in and give you reality. So let's see what this is about. Ego. Five of Swords. Competition. Ego. One-upsmanship. King of the Hill. Queen of the Hill these days. Mind games. Petty bullshit. Yeah. You're going to get this if you keep doing with this. But look, Cancer, don't be a fool. see if fool cards in here. No, it's not. No, it's not. But don't be a damn fool because fooling around with mind games and things like that, you got to play it straight because if you want this, if you want this and this, that ego's got to go or you going to get this and this. Choice is yours. How you behave, how you think. And I got the cards mixed up again. Oh, wait, these go up here. That goes there. So, you distracted me, Cancer. Let the past stay in the past. For some of you, you still got this emotional attachment to something that went down. You know it's someone who went down. All right, they kicked you in your heart and elsewhere too. Spirit says, in that bank account. You know why, and you've learned from it. You've learned to protect your emotions. You've learned clarity. You've learned how to protect your money. And for some of you, this is a concern, a strong worry. As parents, we always worry over our kids. But for some of us, we'll still protect your money and protect your heart, even from your own children, because they'll break it, the bank and your heart. Children and someone in the past has taken up a lot of your mental energy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for some of you. You have lost someone. Some of you have lost someone physically. Some of you have just lost a jacked up relationship. Um, and you're burdened by it. You're worried. Let's look in this loss here. Hold on. For some of you cancers, those who have lost someone, give me a second. Give me a second. What information, what advice, what comfort, spirit that they haven't already heard of? No more cliches. What comforting message can you give to those who have lost someone physically and they're trying to cope? Spirit says they still love you. They still love you. So you know if I'm talking with spirit, you know there is life after death. Okay? And they are there around you. They still love you. They want you to be happy. Something about caring for a car. You go back to that car. And what else, spirit? The luxury of spirit. Give me the luxury of caring. Spirit, explain that. Well, if you can, I can't either. Shucks. Give me a clear message for those who have lost someone, especially those who have lost a child. For those who have lost a child, the child is still around you. Think of them often. Talk to their pictures, send love, kiss their pictures, pretend that you're hugging them. The child will come to you in your dreams to give you comfort. The child will grow up on the spiritual side. The child is always there for now. Typical kid. You know, the child is always there for now. Child is always there for now. Okay, come on, we can shuffle till we can't shuffle no more. Spirit, What is it that you would like to say? Yeah, you're going within. Spend some time alone in your prayers, and information will come to you. Eight of Wands. Page of Swords. Um, a child come to you in your dreams. They're watching you. They're watching you. Okay? They're watching. For all of you who are still emotionally, still have some type of feeling attached into a relationship that fell apart, here's the thing about that. That was a life lesson. That relationship came to you to teach you your shadows. All that pain you felt while you were in that relationship, pain, cancer, is an indicator that something is definitely not right within you and not right for you. When you feel pain that won't go away after 10 days, after a few days, you go to a doctor to find out what's going on inside. When you feel pain, continuous pain, while in a relationship, you can still go to a doctor to find out what is going on inside. They're called therapists. Don't be ashamed. And sometimes all you need is an old wise woman from the church or an old wise relative who's seen it all and can tell you just what's what. But still, you have to be willing to listen. Okay? It's going to take you some time to heal from this because it lasted too long. It was you became attached. And let me say this about okay, two things. I want you to check out the video Love Without Attachment by Muji, Mooji. Muji is a spiritual teacher. I think he's based in the UK. M like Michael, Ooji. He talks about love with attachments and love without attachments. Now, I'm going to say this about these connections, these attachments are really connections gone wild, okay? Out of control. When you are in relationship, or hold on, not even in relationship. Well, yeah, okay. For some of you, I'm gonna just say it like I mean it. Men, I'm talking to you now first, and I'm talking to you first. You know as well as I that you have your ideal woman, okay? But when you are already with a wife or partner, woman at home, your partner, male, female, and you run across or you meet a person who is your ideal, there are some of you out there who are going after full force with no regards to the person at home. And what happens? Your life turns to shit. You know why? Because the ideal person, the image of the ideal person was in your mind, not as a manifestation, but it was a fantasy. And you went for a fantasy. Things were great for a while, and then all of a sudden, just like a light switch, poof, everything went, and it kept going worse. Things kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse until you finally had to walk away. Those of you in that situation now will eventually have to walk away. But the thought of that person being your perfect wife or perfect spouse is what got you there. That's what opened you up for an unhealthy attachment. Why? Because there is no such thing as a perfect anything. There is no perfect wife. There is no perfect husband. There is no such thing as a perfect spouse. So you set yourself up emotionally, mentally, even spiritually. And you sent that energy out and grabbed it, and it responded and came back at you. And then you ended up with an attachment based on fantasy. So when it crumbled and you kept trying to get that attachment back, it just never took. It just never took. I can put my paycheck on you not even knowing who you attached yourself to. Because as soon as you walked away from it, that's when, let's say, some information started to come to you. And that information was about all the things that person that you thought was your ideal person was involved with, who they had done what to, what they had done, what they had said about you, and it is crushing. That's for yeah. Now you have to go back to the drawing board and figure out who you are, especially after that devastating disappointment, because it struck you to your core. You're going to have to go back. This is where self mastery comes in. That's when you do your meditation. Ask yourself why, to go within to get your answers. Listen to some healing music just to get your emotions in check, just to take down that anxiety so that you can meditate to start asking yourself. Ask yourself why. Make sure you have a pen and pad handy. I said pen and pad. Don't put anything on that phone, please. Now, it's going to take some time. It's going to take, for some, it's going to take months, 6 months or more. For others of you, it might take a couple of years. You'll heal from it. Be determined to heal from it. But most importantly, is to learn from it. Sometimes we get caught up in our fantasies and mess ourselves up. And just that was just one of them. Now, for the females, the femmes, the ladies, the divine femmes. This is the 21st century, but many of us are still conditioned, taught, socialized into believing that your worth, your self-worth is tied up into having a man. You're nothing without a man. You're nothing without a relationship. That thought alone opens the door to emotional and physical and financial abuse. The idea of you can't finding love in the first place is the words are a misnomer. The words are, yeah, a misnomer. And what is a misnomer? Two opposing ideas coming together to describe a situation. Finding love is right up there with, no, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. You don't have to find love because there's love always within you. So what does that mean? I'm tired of hearing that shit. I heard you. I heard you. I heard that. Let me tell you what it basically really means. It's a spiritual thing. because love is energy. Open yourself up. When you go into a meditation and some of you pray like this, and you're talking to whatever deity it is, your deity, and you feel no that you're not, because if you were, you would be caught up in that situation. So, what do they? Okay, it's a spiritual practice. Open yourself to the love of God, Goddess. Put your hands up. Just put your hands up. Send me love. Send me love, God, Goddess. Or whatever you believe in, send me love. Notice how your hands feel. Notice that washing of the energy that's coming down your whole body. Doesn't your head feel hot? That's love. That's the thing that sustains you. That other thing you were into, that was attachment. Do you feel the difference? There's not that nagging, clutchy, clinginess to it at all. It's like, whew. And then you realize that this energy that's washing over you, you might even have to say, okay, thanks, that's enough, can't handle no more. Whew. It makes you feel emotionally whole, fulfilled completely. Completely. So much so you can't even understand why you're with this. What did I see in that? Never mind. Let me get out of here. Let me detach. I'm enjoying this. It can come from meditation, but it can also just come from that spiritual exercise. Just stand there on your feet flat on the floor, especially uh, if you have a wooden floor, but even if you have carpet. But if you can find a wooden piece, or you go out in your yard, put your bare feet in the ground. God send me love. When that love hits you, then you'll know what real love is. And you will find that it just doesn't just flush around you. Then you'll start feeling it within you. Not only will you light up like a light bulb, but you'll feel it. And you'll feel whole. You'll feel perfect. You'll feel balanced. You will feel non-clingy, non-detached. You will feel powerful. And you'll also feel very gentle. That's the love that keeps you out of and away from unhealthy attachments. Because believe it or not, for everyone who needs to attach themselves to something, there's always some parasite willing to allow you to attach to them. And the word is parasite, because then you become living in a symbiotic relationship, just like you're the host and they're the parasite, and they feed until you finally break down with some type of disease or some type of illness, some type of imbalance. And they can't feed off you anymore, or you finally get up and leave. And you have to finally get up and leave and separate yourself from the parasite to survive. Okay. Um, that's all I have to say on attachments. Don't worry about your attachments. Just do the love energies. Gentlemen, you can do that same love exercise. Now, if you really want to go deep, look up the microcosmic circle. But no, for right now, you just stand flat on your legs, shoulder length apart, ground yourself, and put your hands up like this. That's it. I want you to feel it through your hands, your fingers, your arms, your shoulders. Your entire body will be washed in it. Okay? And on that note, Cancer, we've been on here for how long? Oh my God, it's almost been an hour. Well, I owed you some extra time because it took so long. But Cancer, you're going to be fine. The situation that fell apart because you didn't need to be in it in the first place. Now you've got something better coming your way. Look forward to that. Do your energy exercise. God got us, or whomever you believe in, send me love. Let that love flow through you and all around you. That is your reading. This is Grand Madam sending you much